All right, all right. If you look at what I'm looking at here is the new Inspire 3. These things look like a monster. This look like a beast. But my concern is, how is this thing is $16,999? Who is it made for? Okay, let's look at it real quick together. That's a lot of money for a drone. I'm looking at the camera. The camera's at 8K according to the DJI. It's at 8K at 30 frames per second and 4K at 120. It's a full frame camera, which makes a lot of difference. So I'm wondering the lens situation. If you look at this lens here, that's an 18 millimeter lens, and it's supposed to be a full frame lens. So that means the old lenses that came with the Inspire 2, unless you're gonna use this drone here on Super 35, those lenses you won't be able to use them. That's one thing. Okay, let me remind you, this thing is $16,999. The batteries have been changed, and normally for the Inspire 2, we're using TB50s. These are 50 ones. And with these batteries, of course, the drone still take two batteries to operate. With these new batteries, you get up to 28 minutes, which usually mean 20, 25. The older batteries, which was the TB50s, you get about 23, which was always really 15 to 18 minutes on this thing here, okay? And it looks like it comes with the foldable propellers on there. You could get that for the Inspire 2 as well, so that's not a big deal, okay? But it looks crazy. It looks impressive. Look at this shit right here. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's the remote for this looks sick. It also looked like the remote for the Matrice 300. I don't know if you ever used the Matrice 300. This looked just like it. It might just be another, another variation of it, but it looked just like it. And it's I've never used that remote, so I don't know how good it is, but this looks pretty impressive. Okay. Okay. This look crazy, man. I'm looking at the colors. I'm looking at the colors on there, the stuff that was shot with the camera. Okay. It looks pretty decent. I mean, it's pretty good. Looks like they changed the color science a little bit. They improve the color science from the X7. Remember, the X7 it's APS. This is almost the same thing as the X7 camera, except this does 8K. Has the same mount. Like I said, does 8K, and it's interesting. Look at the drone. This looks like a beast. 94 per hour. That's interesting. All right, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm looking at there's the two batteries. This is the new batteries here, the TB51. Okay, these are 90. You still be able to travel with these on the plane. You don't have to check those in. Okay, because it's under 98 watts. I think the TB50 was probably 97 watts. This is slightly more powerful. I guess that's why you get the extra 3 to 5 minutes on these batteries here. Okay, what else? What else do they have here? Yeah. Yeah, all this extra stuff, face eye camera at the bottom, all that stuff is useless because if you're on a movie shoot, you're not gonna be using these things because you're gonna need that precision. You're not gonna be using none of these things because I don't know how reliable they are. Okay, most people don't use them, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, and what else? What else? The drone look crazy though. I give it that. It does have the RTK positioning, which means like if you want to redo the same shot over and over, this would help you. I don't know how useful that is when you're in a movie shoot. Who knows? But let's say a director want to do the same shot over and over again for whatever reason. This might be a better drone for you if you're in that situation. Okay, let's see what else. Overall, I like the drone. The only thing I don't like about this, it's 16th. This is what I was talking about, the Waypoint Pro. I know what's pro about it, man, because most professionals are not going to use this. You know? The thing about this drone is $16,999. So that cut off a lot of people. Like it definitely cut off the hobbyists. Nobody's gonna spend $17,000 on a drone, just to be a weekend warrior with this. This thing, it's just crazy. Okay. One thing I should point out: the SSD for this drone they're way more useful than the Inspire 2. The SSD on the Inspire 3, you can plug them directly to your computer. With the SSD for the Inspire 2, you gotta have an extra $200 adapter, then a cable that goes from, you take the card out of the drone and you plug it to the adapter, then it goes into your computer. Then you up it for 10 years. That always took a long time to do. If let's say you got a 960 gig on your card, okay. So yeah, let's see what else is there. Okay, if you can see, that's the usual stuff. These things are found on the Mavics, on the Mavic 3. Alright. Looks interesting. I like the color science. I don't know if this was shot with the drone or not, but it's the color science look crazy. Look at this. There we go. Okay. It does, if you look down here, it does have that lock. That positive, it looks like a positive lock, which means your lens will stay on there. Well, only problem is if you do crash, the lens will break it'll break the camera because it can't dismount from the camera. That's the only disadvantage with that is. Yeah, so it'll mess up the mount. Okay. Second question I have is, do you have to pay for ProRes and Cinema DNG, or does that come automatically installed? That's another question we yet to find out. Okay. What else? Let's see. Let's move forward. There's this video. Just going over the video here, because obviously I don't have the drone. And there goes the lenses. Okay, this is the lenses here. If you look, they have an 18. They got a 24. I think they got a 35 and a 50. Or is that the same old 50? Yeah. Okay. So another one, if you have the Ronin 4D, you good to go with this drone. You can interchange your footage with no problem because it's the same camera as it appears. Okay, what else? One thing I want to point out is if you look at the battery here, this looks like the same battery in the Sense remote. Okay. Like if you have the Sense remote or if you have the Crystal Sky, that looks like the same battery that's on there. If you look at it, looks like the same battery that's on there. What else? That's crazy. Alright, that's dope. Overall, I like it. Maybe one day I'll buy this. I don't know. When I start getting those type of clientele, but so far, I have to stick to my Inspire 2. Okay. I got the X7. I got a few lenses with it, so most likely I'm gonna stick to it. Besides, there's no time soon I'm gonna spend $17,000 on the drone at the moment. Especially when I have the Inspire 2, I have the M600, which I barely use. I don't know if the Inspire 3 will replace my 600, my M600, because I could put any camera on that. I could put any camera on this drone. Okay, not any camera, anything under 12 to 15 pounds, I could put it on that drone, and I shouldn't have no problem. Like I could put a red on that with no problem. What else is there? Okay, overall, great job. You know what I'm saying? Great job. I just wish the price was a little closer to reality. I think they're overcharging for this drone. It's a little bit much. Okay, so peace out. There we go.